So I've been fighting with my capture card, and it really makes me miss the days of just like taking your game cartridge out of your little Nintendo or Sega and blowing in it and putting it back in and everything works fine. Like, why can't we just go back to that technology? Why does everything have to be so complicated? I don't get it. Anyway, so today we are gonna go around to all of my different villagers and tell them a fact. The fact could be about what kind of animal they are, or maybe a fact based on what their name is inspired by. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. Well, first up on the list is Lucha, and he's not home, so we're gonna have to go find him. This could take a while. Let's go. Nope. Lucha, where are you? There's not that many places to go. Who the hell is that? Check in Rold's house, maybe they're friends. Nope. Not off to a great start of not being able to find our first person or animal to give a fact to. I can't go out of order. I wrote the list. I'd be going against the rules. The rules that I made up. Where the heck is this bird? I feel like I'm gonna have to go into the museum and try to find him. It's gonna take forever. Oh my god. Oh, I don't think they go in here, but we'll see. Oh wow, he is in here. Okay. Anyway, this is Lucha, and he's a bird, a not specific type of bird. And I have a fact about luchadors because Lucha is named after luchadors, and you can see that he has a little wrestling outfit on. So the fact is that professional wrestling arrived in Mexico in the 1840s, and luchadors have crossed over into superhero status. El Santo, the most famous luchador, starred or co-starred in over 50 science fiction films, and in the films he fought aliens, werewolves, zombies, vampires, and other monsters. So that's pretty interesting. I did not know that they were like movie stars too. Or I guess superhero movie stars. Yeah, you get it. Anyway, that's Lucha. He's a luchador. Let's go find Rold. Get out of the way. We know exactly where Rold is because we just went to his house looking for Lucha. So this should be easy. This is Rold. He's a penguin, and he may be named after the Norwegian polar explorer Rold Amundsen. Yeah, I think it's Rold Amundsen. And the fact that I will be telling Rold and you is that Rold Amundsen led the first successful expedition to the South Pole. He arrived at the South Pole on December 14th with 4 companions, 52 dogs, and 4 sledges. I think they were there for they were there until the 17th, so they were there for like 3 days. And that is not where their adventures ended, but I'll let you research the rest for yourself. Next up, we have Cyrano. Back in New Leaf, they had this little like microphone tool that you could use, and you could just yell the character's name into the speaker of the 3DS, and then a little pop-up bubble would tell you where they were. They should bring that back, because where is everyone? Or I don't know, you should be able to like call them on the cell phone or something. Gonna make me go look in the museum for this guy, aren't they? I don't know you. Is he in here somewhere? Hello? I mean, where could he be if he's not in the museum? It is pretty in here, though. Does anybody else have like a super empty art part of their museum? I feel like every time Red comes to my island, he's just selling me forgeries or the same painting that I already have. So it's a work in progress. We'll get there. I don't know. If I can't find him, I'm just gonna tell his fact to that one person visiting my island from the hotel. They'll get to hear the fact I made. Also, do you like my outfit? It's from Tears of the Kingdom. Isn't it so cute? Alright, I don't know you, but you're getting told this random fact. So, Cyrano is an anteater, so this fact is about anteaters. And the fact is that anteaters don't just eat ants, they also eat fruit, bird eggs, and an assortment of worms, insects, and even bees. They also don't have teeth. Also, what is your name? Flip. Okay, that's pretty cute. Okay, Flip, I hope you enjoyed your fact about anteaters. Now I gotta go find Canberra. I swear she was like just over here. Okay, so this is Canberra. Canberra's a koala, and she is named after Canberra, Australia. So here's a fact about Canberra. And Canberra, Australia has a hot air balloon festival called the Canberra Balloon Spectacular, and it is free to attend. I think I also read that Canberra's like one of the only places in Australia that you can get in a hot air balloon. So that's why they make like such a big deal about it, and it's kind of celebrated. So fun thing to do if you're not afraid of heights and you visit Canberra. Next up, we are off to terrorize Annabelle. And I'm like 30% sure she's home. Hello, please move. Thank you. Uh-oh, she's napping during a workout. We won't wake her up, we'll just tell her quietly. Annabelle is also an anteater. So here's another anteater fact. Anteaters are fast runners, and if startled can run up to 30 miles per hour, but they usually prefer to be lazy. They can also stand up on their back legs and use their front claws to fight. So don't square up with an anteater because they've got like razor sharp claws on their feet. Now we're gonna go find Nana. So this is Nana. She's a monkey. And a fact about monkeys is that they eat far more than bananas. They eat whatever is available to them, including nuts, fruits, leaves, flowers, vegetables, bark, roots, rodents, birds, and invertebrates. And most monkeys have most likely never even tasted a banana before. Next up, we're going to Cousteau. Oops, I took a wrong turn. Detour. Oh my gosh. Well, that's Cyrano. He doesn't get to know his fact now, though. And yes, I realize that when I see the animals, I could just go out of order and tell them their fact, but I'll be honest, is that I didn't bring a pen or a marker with me with my list, and I'm too lazy to move the dog from my lap to go get one, so I wouldn't be able to check them off, and I have a goldfish memory, so I might forget who I did and did not tell the fact to. So we have to go in order. I don't want to hear about it. Oh yeah, there he is. He just blends in. So this is Cousteau. He's a frog, and he's possibly named after the French explorer and filmmaker Jacques Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau imagined that one day mankind would colonize the oceans and that we would all be able to live underwater. Apparently he was like a really big believer in this. So I'm sad to say that we don't have the ability to live underwater yet, but maybe someday in the future. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's so cute. This is Sherb. He's a goat. And goats are extremely aware of human body language, and they love human smiles. Researchers put photos of the same face on the walls at a goat sanctuary. Some of the faces were angry, and some of the faces were smiling. And the goats avoided the angry photos, but they approached the happy photos and explored them with their snouts. So they were very curious and friendly with it. I don't know why he calls me Gigajolt. He came up with that nickname. Actually, Canberra came up with that nickname, and she's really annoying, and it spread to the whole town, so, you know. But what can you do? Anyway, Lyman's a koala, and koala means no drink or no water in the Australian Aboriginal language Darug. Koalas rarely drink water. The majority of their water intake comes from eating fresh eucalyptus leaves, but they can drink water if it's necessary, like if there's a drought or they're around a forest fire. So Tammy's name most likely comes from tamarin, even though she more closely resembles a lemur. So I'm going to give you some lemur facts. And the fact is that the word lemur is Latin for evil spirit of the dead and might date back to an ancient non-Indo-European word for malevolent spirits. Also, lemur society is run by females, so they're like at the top of it. Alright, well, that was my fact video. It was mostly just like a running around the town trying to find animals video, but we did it. And, yep. I guess it was successful.